Doing good.
I think that I've read a lot about it, and I've tried to think some about my own problems and all. But I think what makes a good manager is having a certain amount of material and ability-wise players to work with. And then also, I think you have to know what methods to adopt to the individual player. You can't treat every player the same way. I think you have to adopt your methods to the type boy you have, and I think that's what would go about making a good manager.
All right.
Impressive.
That was Danny Murtaugh, who guided the Pittsburgh Pirates to 2 World Series championships, one in 1960 when they upset.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but he played at Arkansas A&M.
another good old boy. Not quite Mississippi, but he was Arkansas. It's close enough, right?
Vicinity. Same region.
Yeah. And he also won the World Series in 1971, that great series against the Orioles with Roberto Clemente and Willie Stargell on those teams. So this is the Sleepless in Sedona show, a CDST show, brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's business and transactional legal needs, as well as estate planning and regulatory affairs, and also by Chabdog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines, biting sports commentary. Yeah, we got a great show for you today. Got pretty much a full house here with 3 co-hosts. Abe Miranda, thank you for helping me set this up, as usual, from Funhouse Game Company.
Yeah, absolutely. As always, it's always great to be here every Sunday with the crew. Representing my boys here amongst the Pirates fans. But fortunately, I got Brian Keller here, who also likes the Angels, is also a Reds guy. But you know what? So we got the red team on this side of the podcast, and then we got all the Pirates guys on the other side of the podcast, which is great because yesterday was the Skeens bobblehead, the one that was very coveted. A lot of folks were out there waiting for that bobblehead. What was really nice about the Pittsburgh Pirates is that they were giving a bobblehead to every fan that was coming through the gate. So it wasn't a limited, 15,000, 20,000. It was everybody going to the game is getting the CY Young Skeens bobblehead. And, and I honestly think every baseball team should do that. For all of their giveaways, because I mean, going out there and having to stand in line for hours to get these limited edition bobbleheads really sucks. And I think this just the nice thing to do. Just give everybody a damn bobblehead. Shit.
Yeah, you should have been there, Abe. Get your bobblehead.
I know, but unfortunately, I had to do another trip to New Jersey unexpectedly, and then that just kind of killed it for me. But there's always eBay.
All right, well, someday you'll have to send us a picture of what all your bobbleheads look like.
I will. As soon as I'm done with the collection, I'll send you guys a photo.
All right. And speaking of bobbleheads, we got Bo Jeffcoat in the lower right. He may be bobbing and weaving today a little bit. How you feeling, Bo? Can you hear me?
Oh,
no.
We got Bo.
You got your mic on and your hearing aid on, or whatever you use.
Good.
Oh,
I know his mic is muted. Hold on. Yeah. I don't know if I can unmute.
All right. Well, you try to text him, alert him to that, and then
need him to unmute his mic.
Gabby Keller's on, and I'm sure you have a lot to say.
Bo, mute. Yeah, he's nodding his head. You got to unmute.
Get your wife in there to give you some technical support.
Anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Right. Yeah.
I don't think he gets it though.
He's like, I can hear it. I just can't speak. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this will be interesting. That's all right. A muted Pirates fan is a good thing for the show.
Pantomiming all day.
He'll sign language.
Maybe if we all mute, we could hear each other.
Might as well start off with baseball since
there we go. How about that?
There you go. There you go, Bo. There we go.
I can't hear Abe.
No, you can't hear me?
No. And I can't hear Chab Dog either.
No.
Oh,
did you hear this? Bo knows.
Maybe it's my hat.
I can hear everybody.
I don't know. We hear you.
Anybody.
We hear you
other
good.
than you.
I can hear you. Oh boy.
Well, your Mississippi men are making quite a contribution to the Pirates. Thank you. Everybody appreciates it, and if they could just get a little help from Mother Nature, maybe they'd still be alone in first place. But like yesterday was sad because we blew that game after getting up 4-0, and Paul Skeens had to leave. Couldn't come back because of the rain delay. I guess what is like
they're talking about the Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's gonna be hopelessly lost if he doesn't have his
ears on.
Abe, are you on? Or did you
I'm
freeze
here.
up his... Okay.
I mean, we can hear him. I don't think he can hear us, so I think it's something in his audio settings. Probably.
Why don't you tell him to sign back in or something?
I'll ask. I'll see if I can let him. I'll see if I can reach out to him. Anyways, go ahead.
Brian, you're the resident statistical expert. What's the like? How long can a pitcher not pitch before he can't come back into the game? Like, I guess there's no strict time limit, but like if it's like a half-hour rain delay, does that mean that the starting pitcher's arm's not going to be good to come back in?
Well, it depends on how. There's no set time, like you said. There's no set, but.
So I was thinking, why couldn't they why couldn't Skeens come back in? I guess it's after 2 hours. What's that?
How long did he pitch before it stopped?
Well, he pitched like 3 full innings and then completed, I think, 2 outs into the next inning. So it was almost 4 full innings, and then they had like this 3-hour rain delay.
Oh, yeah.
I get 3 hours is too much, right?
Yeah, it depends. I imagine it would have to do with how the manager feels and, of course, how the pitcher feels. Because that's not very long to pitch, first of all. And, 3 hours.
No, it wasn't.
Plenty of race. That's plenty of rest.
He usually gets like six innings is what he usually does if things go well, 6 or maybe into the 7th, but they don't like to overuse that arm. But I know that there's this theory that once the pitcher stops pitching, and if there's too long of a delay, a rain delay or something, they're not going to put him back in because they don't want him to screw his arm up or something.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be like starting 2 games in one day.
It's not recommended. So whatever the delay was just too long. And when the Rays came back, the game restarted. The Pirates, the roof fell in, and they gave up like 5 runs in the next inning and lost the lead, and then they end up losing 8-7.
Hopefully that's not Skeens' MO going forward, because he doesn't get a great support all the time, and he seems to be had like a lot of non-decision pitching there.
Yeah. Oh, he was definitely on the road to winning this game. I mean, the Rays mounted a threat in 1 inning, but other than that, he had his stuff, and we'll just have to see what happens next week. At least that Acuna guy, is it Acuna or Ozuna? He got a home run, so he's finally starting to wake up a little bit. What's the red? What about?
We got Bo. Bo, can you hear us?
I can. Thank you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loud and clear, Bo.
Well, then
Yeah,
I'll go
Bo.
back to being shut up.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you, young man. Just hold on.
Oh no, I'm happy.
Are you so Brian, are the Reds are they tied for the first place in the NL Comedy Central now, or what's the deal?
Oh, good question. I hadn't taken a look
That
at
whole
it.
division's very, very tightly bunched up now.
Yeah. And early in the season, it tends to do that. So, you never
There's
know.
not much separation.
Let me see what we got here. I need to find their proper division. Central.
Yeah.
Reds are in first place.
So
Reds are first
they're
place by
now
half a
on
game.
half a game
Yeah.
over us, and
No, actually, they're
yeah.
half a game over, a full game over Pirates, and half game on the Brewers and the Cardinals.
Oh, so now we're in fourth. Great.
Everybody in that division's got a winning record.
Well, your Mississippi guys, Bo, are helping us. I can't complain about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are, but at least they're both, up there and capable of playing. And a lot of people are excited about Connor Griffin, though his batting average I don't think is that good, but he's learning.
He's 19 years old, so
Yeah.
for a 19-year-old, it's unbelievable.
So give him a break and let him do his stuff.
Yeah, let him learn.
Yeah, and the other guy is a real scrapper. I like Jake.
His dad played, I think, 10 years with the Chicago Bears, and John Sr.
Oh yeah,
is a really first-class guy, as is his mom. So,
and you know them?
Huh?
You know them?
Yeah,
Do you know them, John?
I've met John on one occasion on a recruiting trip to Alabama when Bill Curry was coach, and met John in the weight room back in '89, I think.
Oh.
So yeah.
So you were in the weight room, huh?
Oh yeah, it was it was world class back then.
What were you putting up those days?
Oh, in those days? Oh, not much. I didn't care about it. I mean, I had a 34-inch waist and probably 36-inch waist back then. But I had a kid that thought he was a great player, but he was, when he got to the big boys, he was average. I mean, he was okay.
Yeah, even if he was average, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. When somebody like Bill Curry, and most people don't know that Bill Curry was the center for the Green Bay Packers at one time, and great
center.
guy. Oh yeah, he was tough.
Wow, he was a big man, huh?
Oh, he was at that point. He had lost a lot of weight, as most offensive linemen do, for health reasons. But
yeah,
he wasn't. He wasn't large, but he was tall, and I think that's where most guys get the opportunity, is not really their size, so to speak, but their height. It's like that number one high school player, that kid I used to coach, is, he signed with Miami. I mean, the kid was 6'8", and he's got a lot of room to grow.
That can really pose a problem for a quarterback, trying to throw over that.
Throw over him, yeah, but he's going to be their left tackle for years to come. So as long as they get a right-handed quarterback, they'll be okay, I think.
A right-handed quarterback.
Yeah, he can run to his left, or if he has a problem with now, he's got to be tall as well. But I mean, the guy that is playing there now or played there this last season was 6'9" from Cleveland, Mississippi. So, I somehow don't think he got $2 million to sign.
Yeah. Well, there have been some pretty good tall players. I remember a client of mine has a friend named Ed Too Tall Jones. Do you remember him?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, that's
I flew to LA and he was on the same plane. Of course, he was in first class. I wasn't.
Bo knows everybody.
No.
I just know a few folks. I've had a good life.
I mean, I just threw somebody random out there, and he knows him. Ed Too Tall. How tall was L.C. Greenwood? He must have been like 6'5".
6'6".
6'6"?
Yeah.
Oh. Abe, I sent you the L.C. Greenwood clip. I don't know if you can get that up, but maybe at some point we'll get to see the greatness of L.C. Greenwood. Who I don't know if he made the Hall of Fame.
I don't think he did.
That's the curse of playing with Joe Green, Mean Joe Green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mean Joe played at North Texas up in they just got robbed of every player that was any good by that new coach at Oklahoma State. He got all these transfers. I think they were the most robbed college in the country.
Oh, I have it. Let me see here.
The Mean Green.
Yeah, the Mean Green from Arkansas A&M. That tells you nobody wanted him, and that's normally what happens.
Well, while Abe's trying to pull that up,
I have the clip, but in the past when I've tried to do this, share something with audio, we did get an echo. So I can play it, but I don't know if it might come out as an echo on the live
everybody has to cover their ears. How long is the clip?
I don't know, but let's try it. We can try it. We'll try it.
Okay.
Hold on.
The greatness of L.C. Greenwood.
Let me see. Where is he here?
There he is.
You've never heard of him, but this pharmacy student from Mississippi became the most feared man on the most dominant defense in NFL history. He was the gold-toed giant of the Steel Curtain. In 1969, the Pittsburgh Steelers took a chance on a kid from a small HBCU who only started playing football in his junior year of high school. L.C. Greenwood was supposed to be a pharmacist, but he ended up prescribing pain to every quarterback in the league. Standing 6'6" and wearing iconic gold-colored shoes so his parents could spot him on TV, Greenwood became a 4-time Super Bowl champion. His greatest moment? Super Bowl 10, where he sacked legendary quarterback Roger Staubach 4 times in a single game, a feat that made him as an all-time great. But despite Pro Bowls and 73 sacks, he retired to become a successful actor and entrepreneur, proving he was more than just a jersey number. He started with chores on a Mississippi farm and ended a Pittsburgh legend. If you believe the legends of the Steel Curtain should never be forgotten, hit that share button right now. Who is the greatest defensive player you've ever seen? Tell me in the comments and follow to rescue more legends from silence.
That sounded great.
Yeah.
It came clear. And then here's the thing. Sometimes it will sound very clear here, but in the past we've had some echo issues. So I just asked my Oompa Loompa over here if there's any echoes, and I think she said that was okay. We did get a comment. They did at least well read. We've got well read there in the comment section. So fortunately, no echo, and it came out good because sometimes in the past it gets a little crazy.
I just thanked well read. I just thanked him.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh. I don't know. I have a problem with my Facebook stream, but I'm not going to worry about that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you go to Canton. He's from Canton, Mississippi, which is probably the most. I used to go there all the time, like every other week, and it's got one of the prettiest town squares, and it's picturesque, and I can promise you that if you've ever seen the movie In the Heat of the Night, I think it was filmed in Canton.
I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, with Gene Hackman and whoever the guy was that was in Platoon. He was really good.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Rod Steiger was in it, I think.
I don't even know who
Rod Steiger. He kind of looks like Carroll O'Connor. He's a big white guy, kind of pudgy. Played the sheriff, I think.
Well, Abe could be that.
This guy, man. I posted a picture yesterday of me and my dad together, and he's like, "Well, your dad's so much better looking than you. How are you related?" Hey, like my beautiful mom. I'm sorry.
Your dad is a very classy looking guy, unlike you.
Oh, jeez.
I know that the fact that you're giving me, means that you really do care for me. So I take that with a grain of salt.
Absolute truth.
My dad and I are, great friends. Got a little bit different styles,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little more avant-garde, and he's a little more refined, I guess you might say. But he has his moments. I won't go into some of the embarrassing things that have happened to him, and we do have some things in common which I won't share on the air. But we get along real well. So
good.
I had a nice time with him. My advice is stay connected with your parents because they know a lot more than you do, and
they're not here forever.
No. So getting back to football, I did want to play a clip. We have had something happen in the middle of the week with an embarrassing situation in Sedona coming to light.
First, Mike Vrabel called those photos from Sedona laughable. Then the internet did its thing and dug up every old Diana Rossini interview that they could find.
No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband because it's just I had that much fun.
Wow.
It was, well, not like that, but like I knew he would judge the kind of partying I was doing. I don't know what got into me. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. This gets significantly worse.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
I beg your pardon?
February 6th, 2 months before those Sedona photos, Rossini goes on the Stu Goats podcast and says this.
And we're getting divorced at the end of the year.
Right. Stop breaking news. Don't say that.
It's hard. We're going through it.
Sorry, Kev.
Diana, with the Eagles,
he doesn't even know who I am right now.
I haven't seen him in months.
He's okay. Oh, he has. We've talked about. We've never been more disconnected in our lives. Our text messages look like two robots. Hello.
But here's the twist. A month before Sedona, she posted a family photo with her husband and her 2 sons. The caption was "Life lately" before it gets wackier. Now The Athletic is firing back. Their editor calls the photos misleading and say that they lack essential context. Rossini says there were 6 people off camera. So which is it? Is it old jokes taken out of context, or are the receipts what we should have been reading all along? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and make sure you're followed if you want to see part 3 of this saga, because otherwise you may never see one of my videos on your feed again. So the Mike Vrabel situation just got 100 times.
All right, let me remove that. So I guess you kind of got the flavor of what's going on. But I don't know. She also in a later clip claims that Mike Vrabel was initially upset with her because I think she said he was fat or something. Here, this is the other part to that.
coach who's gotten mad at you for a specific story?
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. He called me the day after an aggregator took something I said that basically said Mike Vrabel's too fat to work.
Oh yeah, that was a good story.
So that
You didn't say too fat. You said he's a large person. He is.
What I shared on the football podcast on The Athletic was that I had dinner with a GM at the Senior Bowl, and we had conversations about how bizarre this last coaching cycle was, and how crazy it was that Belichick and Vrabel didn't have gigs. And I said, why do you think that Mike didn't get a job? He said, I think they needed a change there in Tennessee, but in terms of the next opportunity, I think there's a lot of people who are very intimidated by him. He walks into a room and he's confident, and he's physically a big human being.
Yeah.
And it's a little startling at first. It's very normal, right? When I say this to you, right?
These are all. Has there been a?
Yeah, so that's like a little more background on this. Maybe they were just making up. He was, giving her a hug, saying, "It's okay. I'm not mad at you."
Perhaps.
That's probably what happened. She just happens to be, kind of, real attractive and vivacious, and that was too much for ESPN apparently, because they got rid of her. I mean, I'd love to have her on my podcast. She'd never stop making jokes,
And she says what's in her mind.
Yeah, I like that. It's just a little dangerous.
Yeah.
But Vrabel,
you can replace her with me. You can replace me with.
No, we just have her. We just have her in the middle there. We'd have all of us on the side.
That'd work.
I'll get that picture. The picture I like is the one where she's walking through the airport with the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. And maybe it's. I mean, the Patriots could be in a bad situation, because if they ever have to fire Vrabel, I don't want to be there when that happens. That guy can easily destroy Clubhouse all by himself.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's so intense, and that picture, he looked so relaxed.
It was nice. Yeah,
it was nice to see. I thought. I didn't find it too much for anything coming out of ESPN. I just think they don't like Vrabel. That's what I think, but I may be wrong.
Well, Patriots still like him, and he got him to the Super Bowl. That was a pretty impressive accomplishment.
Absolutely.
And we got some other comments here. Bro, from Angelo Garcia. I'm not sure what that meant, but maybe he liked the pictures of Diana Rossini, our new Chab Dog insider. So, so we got a lot going on here. We're going to talk baseball and NHL playoffs coming up. This is the Sleepless in Sedona show, so I'm going to play a clip from a few Arizona-based where the movies took place in Arizona. Bo, you'll probably remember this. This is back you were already probably an infant when you probably maybe 10 years old when this movie came on, maybe 15. It's my favorite Hitchcock movies. This is for Section 107 of the Copyright Act. There's Phoenix.
I love how Sedona looks like the west side of LA. That's not Rancho Palos Verdes over there.
This is just Phoenix.
Oh, good Lord. Feels like Santa Monica.
never did eat your lunch, did you?
I better get back to the office. These extended lunch hours give my boss excess acid.
Why don't you call your boss and tell him you're taking the rest of the afternoon off? Friday anyway, and hot.
Oh, yeah. What a great way to open a movie up. Did you ever see Psycho? Did anybody in here see Psycho?
I did.
Oh, yeah. That's been a long time.
Yeah. I think it might have been the best Alfred Hitchcock movie. I really enjoyed it. I like looking at Janet Leigh, and what a way to spend your work day at 2:45 in the afternoon with Janet Leigh in a hotel room. God.
Another lunch hour, yeah.
Yes. So that was in Arizona. If we have time, I can get the other two in Arizona movies. But let's just talk. I guess let's talk NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs got going yesterday, really in earnest, because the play-ins are over. And the Knicks, I think the Knicks won. They played the Hawks, right?
Let me see.
Yeah, Knicks won.
That'll probably be a pretty good series to watch. If I had to recommend one of these first round series to follow, that one is kind of intense. And so I think the Knicks. Does it show what happened there? Did the Knicks go up 1-0?
Yes, the Knicks lead 1-0 over the Hawks.
Right, and then the Nuggets beat the Timberwolves. They're up 1-0. That's not surprising. And then the Lakers took care of the Rockets. I saw that game. Luka didn't even play in that game, by the way.
No, he's expected to be out for the series.
It didn't matter because Luke Kennard stepped in for him and was making a lot of threes. Do you know that Luke Kennard is actually the highest? He has the highest 3-point percentage of anybody that's active in the NBA.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah. He may have for any white guy that's playing, he may have the least amount of hair, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were watching it, and I was watching with a friend, and the first thing out of the guy's mouth was, "Wow, that guy's losing his hair." And I'm like, "Well, he knows how to shoot a basketball, and he might as well shave his head like half the black guys out there." And but he's a great player from Duke, and Clippers, the Lakers didn't miss much of a beat there with putting him in, and I think the Rockets have injury problems of their own because they don't have Kevin Durant playing. So I think without Kevin Durant, they're pretty much dead in the water.
They're toast.
Yeah, you heard it from Bo. He knows his stuff.
Hey, I watched Luka in Dallas, and I've been mad at LA for stealing all the good players around the league.
Mm-hmm.
And your Dodgers do the same thing, but it's what they are. I mean, it's America competing against LA.
Money talks.
Yeah, y'all got the money so far.
We got the money and the sunshine.
Yeah,
I don't know. We may be losing some of the movie industry is kind of shrinking with AI.
Well, they're shrinking because nobody's watching them. The stuff they put on is not that popular.
Yeah,
some hits and misses. Too many outlets.
So speaking of NBA playoffs, we do have a little bit of a poll here, which is basically who do you got in the NBA playoffs so far? We got a few choices here. You think it's going to be OKC? You think it's going to be the Spurs? You think it's going to be the Nuggets? Or do you think it's going to be another team that's going to go
the other?
Right it all the way out to the championship. So who you going for, Brandon? Obviously,
I'm
you're
voting
Celtic.
for. I'm voting for other.
You're other, yes, because we're
Celtics.
he's a Celtics guy. So
Yeah,
Chad
these other
Dog's
three
going for the
teams.
Celtics.
Look,
Guess that
did
game's
you notice
starting today.
these other three teams are all in the West? So they're gonna just beat each other up, and the Celtics are gonna slide in from the East, and who knows? Somebody might be hurt, or they might be tired when they get to the Celtics, and just watch out.
What about the Lakers?
Up there.
I'll take the
Oh
Lakers.
yeah, what
over.
about the Lakers?
I gotta take them all the way, even though they ain't gonna get there.
They don't seem to be able to get by the Thunder, though, do they? I think the Thunder have their number.
I don't think those top three teams. Yeah, I don't think they get past those three teams there.
Bo agrees with me.
I'm gonna go with OKC, which is also, what would be really cool is if they did play a playoff game wearing the Seattle Sonics jersey.
Oh yeah,
that would be kind of cool. So there's part of me is hoping that they'll play a playoff game on the Sonics, although Seattle is slated to hopefully get the Seattle Sonics in Seattle. I mean, they have a beautiful arena there at Climate Pledge Arena, where the Seattle Kraken and some other teams already play there. So the facility is there. The world is ready for the Supersonics to come back. The facility is there. But since the Sonics are still not there, then OKC may be the closest thing I got to the Sonics. And so, they had a great regular season. And I do expect OKC to go far. The Suns, I don't think they have a chance. I think OKC and 4. Whatever 3 or whatever it is, I think.
I tell you who
go out on a limb, Abe. Really go out on a limb there with the OKC Thunder.
I know. I'm not going on
you might actually break that limb. Be careful.
I know.
There's a real dark horse there is the Knicks. Don't forget about the Knicks.
I know.
True.
Yes.
Well, my brother Frank would be happy if the Knicks go all the way to the championship because he is a Knicks guy. So used to be a Brooklyn Nets guy and then previously a New Jersey Nets guy, but that team had disappointed him so much that he had to become a Knicks fan.
Yeah, and then he got more disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're better. I mean, look, at least they're in the playoffs. I don't see my boy giving up the Mets anytime soon, no matter how big of a disappointment they are right now. But we'll talk about that in the baseball segment.
That's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. So if you are watching this, you put in the comment section, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Who do you think's going to make it all the way? For me, it's 1. For Chab Dog, it's going to be in the other column. And then, the other guys got their picks in too. So that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just for the record, somebody needs to tell Chab Dog that Larry Bird has retired, and so has Robert Parrish.
I'm well aware of that, but we did win a championship in 2008 without them, or 2008, and then 2 years ago. So the Celtics still can do it.
Yeah.
Who do you like? Are there any Mississippi players out there playing for any of these teams?
No, they all playing football. But anyway, I've been to OKC so many times. I've just developed a true love for that city. In the oil business, they used to be the big dog, but they're not anymore. But
yeah,
I got to pull for OKC.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, they are the favorite, though. They're gonna have to do some work because the West is loaded. So we'll see if they make it through that gauntlet to the finals.
Oh, they will.
Okay. And then we can turn to the NHL. Might as well, because that's when the hockey gets interesting. You start seeing these playoff series heat up. I saw the Pittsburgh Penguins last night in action. They look kind of rusty. They lost to the Flyers, and there goes home ice in the blink of an eye. And but these are all 7-game series, right? So these are fights. These are not, you're not going to win or lose anything with the first game, right? So it's a work in progress, but that they're going to have to sharpen their sticks up and get down to business, because Philadelphia is for real. Carolina is going to probably roll over Ottawa easily, and then the Boston Buffalo series, that'll be interesting.
That's a war.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Yeah,
and the Sabres they do have a hockey tradition there. Haven't been to the playoffs much, but they were really good in the late in the 70s, and they all went to the NHL finals in 2000 as well. So a lot of interest there. Minnesota and Dallas. Dallas lost surprisingly at home, and they may be just coming up flat. And the other series in the West are, those are good series. Interesting, like particularly that Edmonton Utah series, and then the Vegas Golden Knights are playing. The Vegas Knights are playing Utah, so that'll be pretty tight. Utah's a good team, and I don't see who Edmonton's playing, but they're a pretty good team. Who's Edmonton playing?
Edmonton is playing the Anaheim Ducks. My favorite Ducky is playing. So,
wow, the Ducks they had a good year.
I mean, they made it to the playoffs. I mean, for the Ducks, that's amazing. That's a great year.
They must be for real. I saw some of a recent game where they didn't care that much because they're already in the playoffs, but they look pretty good. I don't think much of the Kings. They don't have very good goaltending, so I think they're going to get rolled pretty badly by the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah. And the Avs are, let's face it, the Avs have the best record. They got to be the big favorite to win it again. Unfortunately, I have to concede this one to Blix, who's the big Avalanche fan.
Yeah.
So,
he is a big Avalanche guy.
Blix, if you're out there, you're looking good for this. And get your butt back on my show, please. We miss you. Bo, you've never met Blix, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, he is like Diego Maradona met Bruno Sammartino.
My kind of guy.
He's a good old boy who's about 3'5" or something, or I don't know how tall he is, but he wrestles in the he's wrestled competitively for a long time. I don't know all of his awards and everything, but he just looks like a mini Bruno Sammartino mixed in with some Diego Maradona. And he plays the villain a lot of times in his wrestling outings.
I may have watched him with my youngest son.
Yeah, you could get him on YouTube.
I bet you need to find out if he's ever been to Jackson, Mississippi. I guarantee if he has, I've seen him.
Yeah. Right now he lives in the I think the mountainous country in North Carolina. I don't have the actual city. He's kind of a hillbilly. He's sitting there drinking his natty lights all the time.
My kind of guy.
Yeah.
I have a cousin that lives in Wilkes-Barre.
Really?
Where?
Wilkes-Barre, North Carolina.
Oh, I've heard of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's another Wilkes-Barre, huh?
Yeah. Wilkes-Barre is what he calls it. Barre. Yeah.
Wilkes-Barre.
Well, any Any of you guys have anything more to say about the NHL or?
Yeah, well, let's talk about my Duckies. So my Ducky, I think it's fair that we need to pay tribute to my favorite Ducky in the world, and that is going to be, where is he? Where's my Ducky? There's my Ducky. Look at him. Look at him. Look at my Ducky. It's big on that little drum. Just biggie.
He looks like he looks like he's about to be dropped into a big pot at a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, you're mean. You're mean. Don't say mean things about my favorite Ducky. Okay.
I want my Peking duck.
That. He is my buddy. We don't talk bad about him.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a Kraken guy, I'm obsessed with this guy. I just can't. Love watching him. I could watch him all day. Just bang on his drum.
Abe, you could go to a game. You know, wouldn't kill you to go to a playoff game.
Only if he's there. Only if he's there banging on his little drum would I go to a game. You know.
I want you. Yeah.
I know that the Utah's out here. I mean, that's kind of good. Like Utah, I think this is their first season. They got a really awesome mammoth Zamboni that they built.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
I think so. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's like this wildly awesome map. They probably have the best Zamboni in the NHL. I'm gonna say they do have the best Zamboni in the NHL with a big old mammoth. And then, hopefully my Duckies will be able to get through the Edmonton Oilers, and I can still see him just after every game. All right, so that enough of that. We're gonna go to baseball. You want to talk about baseball a little bit?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we already did talk some, but what else do you want to deal with in baseball?
Well, I do want to mention that Mason Miller, he absolutely schooled Peraza last night. Look at this. He threw a freaking dirt. He threw a dirt ball.
We're swinging.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
It's in the dirt. It's in the dirt.
That's embarrassing. Wow.
Look at that. Look at him. Just look at that. Right in the boom. It's out here. It's out here.
Didn't even reach the plate.
Like that's disgusting. I don't know. I just needed to mention that.
What you need
Only
to
Vlad Guerrero could have do that.
So I don't know. The good news is, let's take a look at how my guys are doing. Well, yeah, they just lost.
Things are they have they reverted to last place yet?
This is an old.
Yeah, I think so.
That's from last year. Yeah.
Oh, it is last year. What the hell am I doing?
They're 500 right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're 500. Wait, that doesn't look right.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
So, yeah.
There they are. There we are. Yes, they're 11-11. They lost to the Padres yesterday. Although they did win the day before. Garrett Anderson passed away, by the way. So rest in peace to my boy.
He was great.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He
young guy.
That old.
No, he was 53. 53.
Wow.
Passed away. Yeah. Did a lot of great things on the field, off the field. Obviously did some amazing things for the Angels in 2002. Got us that World Series. So, he's just a hero. I believe so right now they do have a Garrett Anderson patch. So the Angels are wearing a Garrett Anderson patch for the rest of the season. And so that's where we're at.
My Rangers seem to be kicking butt. That's good. 11-10.
Well, if you want to call that kicking butt, but they're in first place.
The Rangers, the Texas. Oh my gosh, your fan base is insane. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you something about the Texas Rangers that I did not know about the Texas Rangers. First of all, they decided to put a freaking Texas Ranger statue there in the ballpark, right? It's a nice, beautiful, it's a Texas Ranger. But oh my God, the races, the thing with the whole comment section of like people are so infuriated with this.
What's wrong? What's wrong with the Texas
because
Rangers?
of the history of the Texas Rangers and whatever had happened in the past with them. You know, they didn't have a good reputation for, you know, being, I don't know, like cops of today. I mean, these were like cowboy cops of the time, and they had cowboy ideology. And but it literally just flooded with, you know, the horrible history of the Rangers and da da da. And it's like almost like a disgrace that they would have a Texas Ranger statue at you know, there at the stadium, and it's just wild. And then, you know, I had made some jokes about the Tejas, and man, then we got the Indian tribes getting in there about everything wrong with, you know, Tejas and how that's not Mexican and how that's part of the Indian. You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, that team is just flooded with just all these folks, all these different groups that just make that whole thing so controversial. And it's just a baseball team, guys. And so I, you know, it's just, I'm like, I just feel like bad for the fans who have to deal with all of that. That's just what I've come across lately with the Texas Rangers.
Did you hear about the Redskins or Washington?
Yeah, they put the arrow. They put the arrow, right? The spear. They put the spear through the W, and now you've got this huge uproar. You know, how dare you put a spear through the W? You know, it's just getting bananas, man.
That's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid.
I don't know if they
not
got
even an arrow. It's a spear.
Yeah, it's just
not exactly consistent because I remember all the Kansas City Chiefs stuff they do with the tomahawk chop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody seems to care about that.
The Braves still do that.
And probably do it at the Seminole for the Florida State Seminoles too.
Yeah. I've got a story about that. You know, Brett Favre was the quarterback at Southern when Southern went down there. I think Florida State was the #1 team in the country, and then they beat them. I don't think the score was that large, but they beat them by a few points. And anyway, they come back and they play Mississippi State, and so every good play that Southern did that night, their fans did the tomahawk chop like they were Florida State. To make a long story short, I only got in 2 fights that night, but make a long
Sounds
story short.
intense.
Huh?
Sounds intense.
It was intense. I mean, there were some rowdy folks there, me being one of them. But anyway, State won, and the tomahawk chop at Hattiesburg, Mississippi ended that night.
Okay. All ended well in Mississippi.
Baseball front, on a baseball front, there is a birthday today.
Oh, what's that?
Mr. Frank Viola. Frank Viola, pitcher.
Oh.
Pitched for the Twins and the Mets.
Sweet music, Viola.
Yeah, 66 years old today.
He was a good pitcher, by the way. Like, that's one of those guys that's kind of close to the Hall of Fame. He probably didn't have enough wins. What was his overall record?
It was 176 and 150.
Ooh.
The winning percentage is a little uneven, but ERA of 3.73 is kind of on the high side.
That's pretty good.
But it's still good, yeah.
It's not Hall of Fame material, but he's one of those guys that could really dominate a game if he was on, and he did it. He was in there for a pretty long period of time to have that many games, right?
200 plus innings 9 times in 15-year career.
Yeah.
And he won the Cy Young Award in 1988.
So was he on the Minnesota teams that won in 87 and
87? Just 87. In 89, he was sent to the Mets. where he had more success, but he wasn't part of the championship team. You know. But 1990, he won 20 games a second time with the Mets.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of flashbacks going back to the 80s, and then we can also go back to the 80s for this clip, which is one of the other Arizona movies. This is one of my favorite ones from the Coen brothers. Like how I did that little segue, Bobo?
Yeah, I do. Very impressive.
Okay, then. I tried to stand up and fly straight, but it wasn't easy with that sumbitch Reagan in the White House. I don't know. They say he's a decent man, so maybe his advisors are confused.
Turn to the right.
What's the matter, Ed?
My finance left me.
She said her fiancé had run off with a student cosmetologist who knew how to apply her feminine wiles. This son of a bitch.
Don't forget his phone call, Ed.
Tell him I think he's a damn fool, Ed. You tell him I said so, H.I. McDonough. And if he wants to discuss it, he knows where to find me. In the Maricopa County Maximum Security Correctional Facility for Men, State Farm Road, number 31, Tempe, Arizona. I'll be waiting.
Don't look at your message. It's fake news.
I can't say I was happy to be back inside, but the flood of familiar sights, sounds, and faces almost made it feel like a homecoming.
Most men your age, High, are getting married and raising up a family.
Well, factually,
They wouldn't accept prison as a substitute. Would any of you men care to comment?
Well, sometimes your career's got to come before family.
What's kept us?
Hi, you done served your 20 months. And seeing as how you never use live ammo, we got no choice but to return you to society.
These doors gonna swing wide.
I didn't want to hurt anyone, sir.
Hi, we respect that.
But you're just hurting yourself with this rambunctious behavior.
I know that, sir.
Okay, then.
I don't know how you come down on the incarceration question, whether it's for rehabilitation or revenge, but I was beginning to think revenge is the only argument that makes any sense.
Show the tattoo. Turn to the right.
Don't forget his fingers, Ed.
They got a name for people like you, Hi. That name is called recidivism.
Repeat offender.
Not a pretty name, is it, Hi?
No, sir. That's one bonehead name, but that ain't me anymore.
You're not just telling us what we want to hear.
No, sir, no way.
Because we just want to hear the truth.
Well, then I guess I am telling you what you want to hear.
Boy, didn't we just tell you not to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
Barry Goldwater.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Oh my gosh.
On my knees, Ed. Free
Yeah.
proposing. That occurred. And so it was.
Don't forget the bouquet, Ed.
I do.
You bet I do.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Yeah. It didn't end well, though, because they wanted kids, and so they ended up kidnapping one out. There were like sex tuplets born to this famous car dealer in the area, and they stole one of them. And it was all about what happened to the kid after that. Raising Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
What a crazy movie. And I actually remember watching that a long time ago. I do remember watching this movie a long time ago, and yeah, it was entertaining. And you're right. It did get all crazy with the kid, but too bad it could just be a happily ever after, and just move on.
No, well, I highly
Tex Cobb in
recommend.
that movie.
What's that?
Wasn't Tex Cobb in that movie?
Yes, he was the he was like the Bond, the guy that was the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
That was coming back after that guy to get the kid back and put the guy back in jail. And yeah, Randall Tex Cobb.
Yeah. Fighter.
Was Randall Tex Cobb was he like a boxer or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a boxer. He was a number one contender at one time.
Have you ever seen his interview with Johnny Carson?
No.
Oh,
Is that a
that's
good
the funniest. That's the funniest thing that you could ever possibly listen to or watch.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. I can get it on YouTube or something.
I love that.
But
I love
I'll send it to you, and you send it to Abe, because he just tells it like it is. He just said, he fought Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali, every time he moved, it seemed like Muhammad Ali knew exactly where he was going because he popped him good.
Really?
Oh, he cut him up. Yeah.
It's probably a great fight to watch.
Yeah.
How long did the fight go? Like 3 or 4 rounds?
Oh no.
I think he went against the
Take
distance.
a punch. Gabby, you back me up here, but
Yeah, Cobb could take a punch. He could.
he
got his
could.
face torn up.
Chab Dog, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
What?
But we're coming to the end.
My time flies when you're having fun.
Yes.
Well, I do want to thank everybody for being on the show, and also we're going to go out with a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner from my friends, the Irreverent Cavaliers, I think they're called, and it's a cool rock band that actually said something nice to me when they sent me this clip, and you'll see, I think it's in the clip where they thank Chab Dog Sports for publicizing them, and it's just a pretty cool way to listen to the national anthem. Bo, you'll like this. Have you heard this?
I've listened to it, and I agree. It was amazing. It was like, was it Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah, he's got this left-handed guitar style, I think. He plays left-handed, and I'm left-handed, so I understand the need to do things a little backwards. But he's jamming.
Oh, he is. It's beautiful.
So yeah, guys, it was a lot of fun, and we'll see what happens in the NBA playoffs. I hope everybody has a great week. And hope you enjoy the weather. Thanks for being back on, Bo, and Brian, of course, and Abe. And the Peanut Gallery, thank you for your comments, and we'll be back next week. And let's go out with the Irreverent Cavaliers here.
So long, folks.